Hey, welcome back to Flannel Farms. There's a bunch of things happening and they're leading up to one very huge thing, but I can't tell you what that huge thing is just yet. This has happened and this has happened. Both are tied together, but I can't tell you about that yet. What I can tell you is that our chickens have essentially become free range. They've decided that they don't really care about the poultry netting anymore. They're going through it, over it, around it, whatever. On one hand, this is really cool because it means I don't have to feed them. On the downside, it means they are laying eggs all over the place and all willy-nilly. That is suboptimal. Now, I like having free range chickens all over the place because they eat bugs, they fend for themselves, and I do find some eggs like those. But what that means is for my 30-odd some chickens, I'm getting 4 to 6 a day. So we're gonna make a static coop run area, then hatch out a boatload more wild birds, as we like to call them, and just let them free range out there. They go through the cow's poop, they help keep flies down. They're really useful all over the property, but in terms of egg collection, it's made things tricky. So this is our old derelict equipment structure that actually had a tree branch go through it. Forget what video that was, but we've gotten that fixed. And we debated on just tearing it down. But I think what we're gonna do is take this side and enclose it with wire right about to the middle here. And then I'm gonna make a hanging coop in there. But we've got some more repairs to do. You can see where this is snapped there. Those are hanging. It doesn't have to be perfectly waterproof, but it would be better than this. We've already done some repairs. We put a new pallet in where the old pallet was, and we've added a beam here. But it could still use some more stability. So let's see if we can't get this framed in and wired in today. The other problem we have is because of those other things that you saw happening leading to the big thing that I can't talk about, that big thing I can't talk about requires lots of denarii. So we have to use kind of whatever scrap we have lying around to build this thing. It's gonna make it tricky. Got a log base around the bottom now. Those are those railroad ties you saw us bring home the other day. That gives us a base to not only put our wire on, but it gives us something to nail rather excellently framed framing. So we're gonna put a door here, and we found these old shutters, so I think we're gonna make them out of shutters. We'll just nail them closed, put some hinges on it, and we'll go from there. So far I'm digging it. It took us quite a while to figure out what we actually wanted to, how we wanted to do this.
Because we were trying to find material already here. So instead of, going down to Lowe's again, buying a truckload of stuff.
Trying to make it not quite so hobo-y.
Yes. I mean, I'm all about hobo-y. But I think with some paint and...
We have an idea for some siding.
Yeah, we'll make it cute.
You'll see.
I think we'll make it cute.
You'll see. All right. Let's put some shutters together.
Appalachia.
Appalachia. This is the end of my air hose, the air chuck, and it just blew apart on me. That's why it's vitally important to have spares. All right, repair over, back to building. All right, evening has fallen, and normally this is the time where I'd be like, hey, thanks for joining us, blah, 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 but I'm not going to, because I want to show you the finished product. Now this is finished enough that we're gonna move chickens in it tonight. We've got all the wire on. We're tying it all together in places where the wire did not go from the bottom all the way to the top, and we scabbed stuff in here. But remember, we're building this out of scraps. We did not want to purchase anything. So on top we have poultry netting, which as most of you guys know is designed to keep birds in, not predators out. One layer lower is 2" by 3" opening, and then even lower than that is 1 by 1. We used 1 by 1 on the bottom because we also might use this as a grow out pen at some point. We would like it to be larger and have more run. But for now, I'm fairly certain this is roughly 100 square feet, and we're gonna put like 10 birds in it. Just plenty of space. So we're gonna get them tonight, go ahead and move them in here, and then we'll build the coop section later. But I don't even care if you see the coop section. We have some plans for the outside, so it won't look quite so hobo-y. So through the magic of video editing, you'll see that right. Boom! Whoops, wrong hat. Boom! Closer. Still not right. Boom! There it is. All right, all finished. So we ran up that side, added some more over here, added a little decoration. Look at this. Mrs. Flannel has wanted this cleaned up for a long time, and it's just not been very high on the priority list. So I'm glad we were able to get it done. So you can see they're in here, and what we're going to eventually do is the area I'm standing in is going to be a brooder grow out pen for smaller birds. The kids want to start selling some, so we're going to start raising some Flannel Farms fowl. Give them something to do. Not only do we have space, look, we even have a cute little place for the chickens to store their wood in case they get cold, they can make a fire. That's ridiculous. Everybody knows chickens are arsons. You can't give them anything fire related. So that's it. It is all done. It's only been 2 days since the first part that we filmed, but that's okay. Progress is being made. This is one of those things that we've really wanted to do for quite some time. Sometimes it feels really good to just get one of those little things knocked out. There's so many other things going on around here that this didn't feel quite very high on that priority list, but sometimes you just got to knock some of those things off. And this is a good feeling. We have a lot more coming up. Huge secret is going to be revealed very soon. But not yet. Not yet, we just have some happy birds. Look at those happy birds. Also, don't let people tell you how to build your things. This is a pretty ramshackle chicken coop made with secondhand materials, at least 3 different types of wire. But when you put it all together, it has just a cuteness with how dilapidated it kind of is. I think it's much more important that you actually get things done. You get structures built than trying to make them absolutely perfect or look a certain way. It's just not feasible. You'll never get them done. For my friends who are fans of Roadkill Garage, that's kind of the mentality that I'm taking with this barn. This is my Roadkill barn. Or coop, whatever. Thank you for joining me here today at Flannel. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Keep growing as you grow. Bye.